Hello everyone, my name is Sharon and I will be discussing Section 13 of the Transfer of Property Act 1882. There can be no direct transfer to an unborn child, as Section 5 clearly states that transfer must be between two living persons. However, Section 13 of Transfer of Property Act provides that property can be transferred for the benefit of the unborn person if the two conditions are fulfilled. The first condition is that the transfer for the unborn must proceed by life and trust in favor of a person in existence at the date of transfer. The second condition is that only absolute interest can be transferred in the favor of unborn person, that is, the child is ultimate beneficiary. The first condition, prior life interest, means that only the right of enjoyment and possession can be transferred. The reason behind this is that the property cannot remain ownerless, and as the property cannot be transferred to the unborn child directly, an intermediate living person can hold the property in trust for the benefit of the unborn child. Further, a successive life interest may be created preceding the interest in the favor of unborn child. After the death of the living person holding the property would ultimately transfer to the unborn child. However, if the child is not yet born and the intermediate person dies, the property would revert back to the transferor. The transfer of property P from say A to Z's unborn child is valid only if there is a prior life interest created. In this illustration, X, Y, and Z have a prior life interest in the property. It would only be a valid transfer if the transfer made to X, Y, and Z are only for life and limited, and the transfer made to Z's unborn child is of absolute nature. Further, we have to keep in mind that X, Y, and Z should be living at the time of. Second condition, absolute interest to child. A transfer made for the benefit of an unborn child with limited or life interest would be void. Secondly, an unborn child must come into existence before the death of the last person holding the property for life, or otherwise the property would remain ownerless. For example, if a transferor A wants to transfer absolute interest in the property P to the unborn child, firstly he has to create prior life interest. Here X and Y are intermediate living person with limited interest in the property P. Firstly, the property is with X with limited interest. For example, if he dies on 30th January 2017, the limited interest in the property would be transferred to Y. Say Y dies on 30th January 2018 and the unborn child was born on 31st January 2018. The property would revert back to A, as we have discussed earlier, as the property cannot remain ownerless even for a day. But the property transfer to the unborn child would be valid only if he is born before the death of the last living person with limited interest.